Alright everyone, our lovely favourite paper, the Liverpool Echo. Yes, the Echo. They have a story here, so I'm going to bring it to your attention, and no doubt most people will probably go, it's only the Echo, because they've lost all the credibility and reliability they had, I suppose. But it's Liverpool news. You never know, there may be some truth. I mean, you post and stuff, you've got to get something right sometime, right? And maybe this time they have, maybe not. Who knows? But the article is about Jamie Carragher, old Carra. So what's he said? And this one isn't based on rumour. This isn't based off I feel or I've heard. He's basically come out with what seems like an opinion on a potential signing or suggested signing. So it's a little different. So I'll give the Echo some leeway so far. So what has Jamie Carragher said? Apparently Jamie Carragher has admitted he'd love Aston Villa player Morgan Rogers to join Liverpool. It's a good shout. Morgan Rogers is a good player. The Aston Villa attacker has emerged as a key player under Unai Emery after his seamless adaptation following a superb spell in the Championship. So let's give you a little bit of background on Morgan Rogers. I mean, you'll know the name, you'll have seen him, but you won't know the ins and outs of him. I mean, he just played 90 minutes in the Champions League match against Club Brugge. So if we look at his career, his youth career was West Brom. He progressed to the senior squad, didn't make an appearance, went to Man City, didn't make an appearance, went to Lincoln on loan, Bournemouth on loan, Blackpool on loan, and then last year was at Middlesbrough. So I'm fairly aware of him anyway. And then signed from Middlesbrough and joined Villa. He's played at England under 15, under 16, under 17, under 18, under 20, under 21 and senior level. So, yeah. He's played a few games internationally at all levels. And that's who Jamie Carragher is saying he'd love to see signed for the club. Does they say much else on him? He's 23 this year. And in his first 55 games for the Premier League outfit, he has got 15 goals and 7 assists. And scored a hat-trick against Celtic in the Champions League. He's been a good player for Aston Villa. There's no doubt in that. I know a few fans would say, would it be better to say get rid of Harvey Elliott? And this was before Wednesday night smash and grab. And bring in Morgan Rogers. I wouldn't say no to Morgan Rogers. He's a great player. Though I don't think you're getting him any cheaper than any other players we've been linked with recently. So I'll give a bit of leeway to the Echo in here. It's not a rumour piece or bigging up a player or hearing something on Twitter and saying something they've heard on the gossip mill. It's basically an opinion piece by one of our former players. Now I'll put my personal opinion in. He's a really good attack-minded player. He works hard. You can't really get away in a Unai Emery side and being lazy, really. But Unai Emery is a master at getting young players that maybe not progressed as well as they like, or they've tailed off a bit, and he can get them back on track. He's got Morgan Rogers playing really well. It's got him into the England senior squad, and is getting him noticed by ex-pros and his peers. So yeah, but again, it's a lovely suggestion from Carra. Don't get me wrong, but where would you play him? Who would you drop for Morgan Rogers? Because you don't buy him to sit him on the bench. Who do you drop? Do you drop Maka? No, I wouldn't, because he's been really good alongside Grav. You can't drop Grav. He's been one of our best players this season. Other midfielder, Dom. Probably a future captain for the club. I mean, say Trent goes on the summer, which I fully expect him to do. I think Dom should get the vice captaincy. If we've lost Trent and Virgil van Dijk, I would want Dom as the captain. I thought when he signed, it was a good move. And then I think he had an injury and he tailed off a bit. And at the start of the year, I was a bit concerned about his future. And I thought maybe he could end up going at the end of Slot's first season. But come the turn of the year, he's been absolutely fantastic. He's been one of our best players from New Year on. He's just suddenly really taking control of the games and can take the game by its scruff of his neck. So I can't see how you can drop Dom. And we're playing a 4-3-3, so that's three midfielders. Can you utilise him on the wing? Again, then where do you can't drop Gakpo, who for me has been one of the most underrated players in our side this season. He's not a striker. He could probably do a better job than Darwin Núñez. And assuming he stays, you don't drop Mo. And if Mo goes, could he replace Mo? I don't know. I don't think so. It's a lovely suggestion, a lovely player, but I think you'd have to have players going out to consider him coming in. But it's a name that Carra brought forward as saying a player he likes and he'd love us to sign. Yes, I'd love him to sign, but I don't see where we play him. It's just a catch-22. We don't want to be buying players like Chelsea, who have literally 3 first-team squads, buying loads of players on 8, 9, whatever year contracts, and I don't think that's the way to go. I mean, Arne Slot said he wants a squad of 23, so I'm assuming that is 2 capable first 11s and a third goalkeeper. But it's keeping the 2 squads happy. That's another thing, and that's a concern I would have with buying players of Morgan Rogers' calibre to sit on the bench. I don't think it's practical. I just don't see why you buy an England international just to play as a sub. I don't think it's good for the club. I think it's a bit disrespectful to the player to say, right, we'll spend 60 million on you, but we're just going to dump you on the bench. If they don't perform, then yes, but if you're buying them to just sit on the bench as a backup, I don't think that's fair. And I don't think it's right. But what do I know? I'm only a fan. But thank you very much for watching. Take care, and I'll speak to you soon, alright?